you die tomorrow and learn as if you live forever. And that's a quote by Mahatma Gandhi, and it's one of my favorite quotes. Welcome back in How to Build Personal Power and Be Better Every Day. My name is Erik van der Graaf and I'm your humble guide in this journey. And in this episode I would like to share with you what I saw in Pashupatinath and what it made me feel and reflect upon, especially if you look on matters like life, death and rebirth. As always, I'd like to spark your imagination, have some serious discussion, but also support your development. Please, as always, have your workbook ready or take notes in my book, Awesome Ego Trip and the Art of Personal Power. There's plenty of space to write. Now, the followers of Shiva live a special life. I can barely manage to form a picture of them. The time is too short, my life is too rushed, my thinking is too focused, my surprise is too comprehensive. The days in the Himalayas, they are so beautiful, and we are so lucky that we have this nice clear weather and the view remains beautiful day in, day out. And in this period of the year, you normally would have overclouded skies with rains and fogs, and it's just nice to stay here. And it's quite exciting, and all those paths that seems blending from one front to the other, and sometimes the track is heavy, but it's worth it. And the flights in the small planes, they are exciting, and the runways are too short and sloping, but still it's very impressive, all these things together. The mountain views, the sights, and the sight of Mount Everest, of course. And just as endless repetition of the footsteps in the track that allows to run with your own meditation, so do also the temples that you see along those track. They make room for reflection. It's like Bodhna, the Buddhist temple, and it's very beautiful. It's large, of course it's touristy, and it's very busy, but it's nice to be there. And it's also nice for your own reflection. And in all those pressure and busy people, I can see a monk sitting down a tree and he's meditating. And everyone is walking around, and he's still doing that. Now, in Pashupatinath, there's also a temple where people go when they feel that the end of their life is approaching. And they go to the Bagmati river, which is a holy river. And with that they can escape through the cycle of birth and suffering and rebirth. Now in Kathmandu, this river flows through the temple of Pashupatinath. And so all the people come to this temple and they wait for their death. And it's sort of a retirement home. But during the days, there alongside the river there are stone tombs or stone altars where there are cremations, and there may be 80 cremations during the day. The family is all dressed, they're dressed in white, and the oldest son keeps a close eye on the fire so that it burns moderately and nicely. And together, and it's perhaps strange to say, but because of things that they put on there, it almost smells like a barbecue with a very nice satay. And since that time, every time when we have a barbecue around us in Europe, we think back of Pashupatinath. And also when thinking back, because in Pashupatinath it's very ceremoniously with an altar, but it can also be on the rocks, as we have seen when we were rafting. And because there's not a white blanket or not white dresses, they just wear a white belt, just as a symbol of respect. And of course, we can only guess how this makes them feel, but for me it was a very impressive experience. And seeing all those people collect there and thinking about life and death. That's also a question that I have for you. So thinking about life and death and rebirth, how does this influence your day-to-day actions? So reflect on life and death and think, how does this reflect on your personal actions every day? So, I hope you enjoyed this session.